You know that feeling when a simple decision somehow turns into a federal investigation? What do I eat? What do I say? Which option is right? What if I pick the wrong one? And now somehow choosing lunch has turned into court being in session. Opening statements, witness testimony, Exhibit A, the chicken sandwich. If you've ever asked yourself, why am I so indecisive? Anxiety may be part of the reason. Because anxiety does not just make you worry, it can make normal choices feel dangerous. And when your brain treats every choice like a threat, of course you freeze. You research more, you ask more people, you make another list, and then you still don't trust the decision. That is not because you are broken. It's because your brain is demanding certainty before it lets you move. In this video, I'm going to show you why anxiety makes decisions feel so hard and how to start trusting yourself again. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in real life. Because indecision does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks productive. You research the same thing 5 different ways. You read reviews until every option starts looking terrible. You ask 3 people what would they do? And then you ignore all 3 answers because now you're suspicious of those too. You write the email, then rewrite the email, then reread the email, then wonder if the word thanks sounds passive aggressive. You delay the decision because you want to think about it, but you are not really thinking anymore. You are circling. That is the part people miss. There's a difference between thinking and circling. Thinking moves you toward a decision. Circling keeps you safe from making one. And anxiety loves circling. Because as long as you have not chosen, you cannot be wrong yet. But you also cannot move, so now you're stuck. Not because you do not care, not because you're lazy, but because your brain has turned the decision into a threat. And when a choice feels like a threat, freezing starts to feel logical. Here's why anxiety does this. Anxiety wants certainty. It wants proof. It wants a guarantee. And decisions do not work that way. Most decisions come with some uncertainty. You can make a good choice and still not know exactly how it'll turn out. But anxiety hates that, so it starts asking questions. What if this is wrong? What if I regret it? What if people judge me? What if I should have picked the other option? And suddenly your brain is open to full investigation. Court is now in session, and your nervous system is the prosecutor. Here are the big reasons anxiety makes you indecisive. Number 1, fear of being wrong. If being wrong feels unsafe, every decision feels loaded. You are not just choosing, you are trying to avoid regret. Number 2, fear of judgment. You are not only asking, what do I want? You are asking, what will they think if I choose this? Which is a great way to turn one decision into a committee meeting no one asked for. Number 3, perfectionism. Anxiety does not want a decision. It wants the perfect decision. And perfect is usually just fear wearing a nicer outfit. Number 4, lack of self-trust. You may know what you want, but then anxiety says, are you sure? And now you don't need one answer. You need 17 confirmations, a spreadsheet, and maybe a jury verdict. The problem is not that you need more information. The problem is anxiety keeps moving the finish line. And if you keep waiting until you feel 100% certain, anxiety will keep you stuck at the starting line. Here is the part we need to be honest about. Indecision feels like you're being careful. Sometimes you are, but sometimes you're just letting anxiety stall your life. The decision sits there, you think about it all day. You replay every option. You imagine every possible consequence. And somehow you are exhausted from a decision you still have not made. That is the cost. It drains your energy. It steals your focus. It slows your progress. And it teaches your brain that decisions are something to fear. Every time you avoid choosing, anxiety gets temporary relief. But long term, it gets more control. The next decision feels harder. Then the next one feels heavier. Then you start questioning things you used to handle easily. Now ordering dinner feels like you're negotiating a hostage release. This is not the life you want. You do not want to need a full internal courtroom every time you make a choice. You want to be able to decide, move, learn, and adjust if needed. That is how confident people make decisions. They are not always certain. They are willing to move without worshiping certainty. So here's what you actually do about it. I call this the decision reset. Step 1, name the fear, not the decision. The fear underneath the decision. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I choose wrong? Am I afraid of regret? Am I afraid of judgment? Am I afraid of disappointing someone? Am I afraid this choice says something about me? When you name the fear, the decision gets cleaner because now you're not just fighting fog. You can see what anxiety is using against you. Step 2, separate preference from threat. Ask yourself, what do I actually prefer? Not what is perfectly safe, not what will make everyone happy, not what guarantees I'll never feel regret. What do I actually prefer? That question will annoy anxiety. Good. Anxiety has been talking long enough. Step 3, pick a decision deadline. Anxiety loves unlimited time because unlimited time means unlimited circling. So give the decision a container. I will decide by 3 p.m. I will choose after one more piece of information. I will give this 15 minutes, not 15 days. A deadline turns circling into choosing. Step 4, choose and create evidence. This is where confidence is built, not before the decision, after. You choose. You survive the discomfort. You see what actually happens. And your brain learns uncertainty did not kill you. This is how you rebuild self-trust. Not by waiting until anxiety gives you permission, but by making decisions while anxiety is still talking. You do not need perfect certainty. You need practiced self-trust. By the way, I'm Vinnie Merz, a high-performance anxiety coach. I help ambitious professionals stop anxiety from sabotaging their success, their confidence, and their peace of mind. If you recognize yourself in this video, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are not stupid. You are not incapable of making decisions. But you've trained your brain to believe every choice needs certainty before action. And that pattern will cost you. It will cost you time. It will cost you energy. It will cost you opportunities. And eventually, it will cost you trust in yourself. So if you're tired of turning every choice into a courtroom drama, do not just nod along and carry this into next week. That is how this keeps becoming your life. Another week of circling, another week of second guessing, another week of watching anxiety make decisions for you. And I am telling you that because I've lived it. I know what it feels like when your own mind keeps putting every choice on trial, but you do not have to keep living that way. If you are ready to stop letting anxiety run the courtroom, schedule a free 30-minute strategy session below. We will look at what is keeping you stuck, what needs to change, and if coaching is the right fit for you. The link is below. Take the next step. If this helped you, subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Friday with practical tools to help you take back control. No fluff, no theory, just what actually works. You do not need another week of circling. You need to choose, move, and prove to yourself that anxiety is not in charge.